Hello, everyone, and welcome to Planet CHH, guys. I've got some physical media announcements today. I got somewhat of a little bit of a rant I want to do. Well, not a rant, just an annoyance and something I want to just be like, guys, listen, I did a short on this, but, so we got the announcement. I knew this was going to happen. So, one of the things, and I trusted my gut on this, when Evil Dead Rise came out, we got the announcement of a 4K release and we got the announcement of a Blu ray release. And I was like, well, surely they're going to do a steelbook for this. This movie garnered a lot of attention. This movie made a lot of money. So I think they figured there's going to be a lot of physical media interest for this. Well, there was a steelbook and it came out overseas and it was expensive. And I was like, well, I don't want to spend that amount of money to get a steelbook for this movie, but I really don't like the artwork and everything for the regular releases. And usually I just suck it up, right? Like, I didn't think Renfield's artwork was that great, but I was just like, I don't care. I need to own this movie because I want to watch it again and have it on physical media. Evil Dead Rise, I really liked, but I was like, I don't want to buy that release. Something's telling me to wait. And I didn't want to spend the money on that overseas release. So I'll shut up now. I'll get to it. I trust in my gut. I trust my instinct. They are this Halloween in October releasing a 4K in the US of the Evil Dead Rise film. And here's the image of it. Discfather broke this. And a lot of people were saying, well, is it going to have special features? I think it actually might, because this is, if you look at the top right version, I know it's really hard to see, but it's classified as a special edition. Now, I can't really zoom in enough to be able to read that. It gets super, super blurry, but it does have 2 discs, and there is a chance that this very well could have some new features, which I think was the thing a lot of people were upset about. They're like, there's nothing on this release. There's no behind the scenes or anything. So maybe this is actually going to have some features on it, which is cool. I'm happy about that. Me personally, I just want to be able to own the film in a nice release. And I think the steelbook cover is pretty nice, but then they use the cheese grater on the inside and the back side. I mean, you guys could have changed it up a little bit there, but at least the front art looks pretty cool. So they haven't released this publicly yet, and there is no information if this is a special edition in terms of special features, but there's a chance it could. So if you waited, you don't have to wait much longer. That's coming out 10/3. So there you go. And that's probably a Best Buy. Yeah, I see the sticker right there. It's a Best Buy exclusive. So I want to talk about something else that's a really big deal. So this was a really crazy announcement. So, I want to talk about Paramount for just a second. So, guys, Paramount has started to notice there is certainly physical media collectors out there. And not only that, they actually want the collectors type stuff. They want stuff that has nice packaging. They want bundles. They want to have stuff that feels like a collector release. They want stuff that feels bougie, upper, whatever, So what was interesting is when this came out of nowhere, Justin Beam announced this. This is a limited edition exclusive for and let me see, I might be able to zoom in. There we go. This is a limited edition release for Paramount of some of their titles. And I'll read you what it says. This is from Justin Beam, who is, and there's some cool stuff in here. I'm thrilled to announce Paramount's first release under the Paramount SCARES banner, a 4K box set of films, classic and new, that will land October 24th. Included is a special edition Fangoria magazine that I'm honored to have served as guest editor on. And you can see it's got Pet Sematary artwork on the front. In addition, you get exclusive slipcovers, stickers, and an enamel pin sporting great Paramount SCARES logos. Rosemary's Baby, Pet Sematary, Crawl, Smile, and one mystery title to be unveiled at a later date. Pre-orders are now on Amazon. Link at justinbeam.com. So, guys, this is pretty cool. Paramount is getting into the scare session. Now, what I think this is kind of like, do you know, I think it's called the Columbia Classic sets. Now, they do that, and I think those, you can only get the 4Ks of those movies in those sets. I don't think Paramount's going to start doing stuff like that, because Paramount always seems to give you the options. If you look at Friday the 13th, even when they license stuff out to Scream Factory to do, at the same time, they're putting out their own sets of their Paramount Friday movies. So you never are subjected to one release, limited or not. Now, is there a chance that this new mystery title could be one time, time only release, possibly, but I don't think it's going to be. So then you have to wonder, okay, what is going to be this mystery title? Is it going to be an old title or is it going to be a new title? Well, let's look at what we have in here. Let's do some checks and balances. We've got Rosemary's Baby and Pet Sematary. Obviously, those are two vintage titles. Then you've got Crawl and Smile, which are two new titles. So it's literally 50-50 at this point. Are they going to do a new classic title? Are they going to, excuse me, are they going to do a classic title or are they going to do a new title? I don't know. What would be insane is if they did Friday the 13th Part 2, and then after that, they would release, you know, the movie separately, individually that you could get. That would be really cool. But because it's 50-50, meaning we've got two classic and two news, it's really hard to say. Now, if you look on the stick on the enamel pin sheet where the white spot is, that is like the silhouette of whatever this is. And I'm trying to make heads or tails of it, and I just can't. So I literally am, you know, at a loss for what it could be. But in terms of this line, I think it's actually really cool. I think it's really smart that Paramount is getting into this, and hopefully they're going to give us nice releases for stuff like this. Now, the scares thing maybe once a year, maybe twice a year. I would assume maybe it'll be a Halloween thing yearly. But I've got high hopes for a really cool mystery title. What it's going to be, I'm not exactly sure. But guys, I think this is something, if you can get, go for it. I definitely think I'm going to grab this because even though I'm not the biggest Rosemary's Baby fan, I don't own the film on a high format, so I will get it be able to catalog it in my collection. I have Pet Sematary on 4K. I do. And I tell you guys, that's a sensational 4K, one of the best ones that came out at the time. I don't own Crawl, and I don't own Smile on 4K. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, but I do really want to support this because I think this is something really cool that I'm so happy to see Paramount doing. So I appreciate the Fangoria magazine and stuff like that. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this is really cool news, and I'm happy to see Paramount really stepping up for the boutique market. So this is something I wanted to talk about, guys. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you're happy about the Evil Dead Steelbook. I think that's great news that they are doing it. I knew they were going to do it, but guys, trust your instincts. If something's telling you not to buy something or to wait just that extra step, go for it. Anyway, guys, that's what we got for now. I do hope you enjoyed those announcements. I'm excited about that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think, guys. Physical media announcements. I'm trying to keep this stuff rolling because there's so much stuff coming out. So I'm just trying to keep you guys up to date if you watch my channel for these updates. But that's what we got for now, guys. Some really cool stuff. Your old pal CHH signing off. Cheers, Paramount. That's awesome. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.